Qualifier number 2. We're going to be starting off the day with a best of 3 between affNity and Downplay. I'm Helium, and joining me is going to be HurikaNe. What's going on?
Hey, just waking up, getting my day started with some good old Counter-Strike. So we got a pretty good matchup here. affNity Downplay, definitely one of the better ones in this round of matches. Downplay considered probably about main level. We were talking about that before the stream. Main level talent and affNity, probably seen them in the pro division. So this is going to be a Downplay showing themselves, but affNity is pushing out Banana, 3 players, and CT's coming out on top of that, picking up 2 kills, but Downplay is just forcing the issue, pushing into B, side off, playing that smoke, but oh man,
Oh,
Davey
Davey.
takes out his teammate. He definitely wants that kill. He's looking for that box score dominance. And now Virtus 12 HP, lots of angles to clear out here. So Fox walking up, ooh, had a good look at his head, barely missing that shot, and Fox comes out on top. So we see affNity starting off pretty strong here with an aggressive B push, and not a bad way, to set off this little competition.
Yeah, and I mean, affNity weren't willing to give it up either, right? They started with, what was it, 3 people in Banana. So they were definitely expecting that, and like you mentioned, affNity, a lot of people might recognize them. They've definitely been on the up and up lately, playing very well, putting up solid results. A player like Arya, I think, recently, he's been doing really, really well. Seen some, tweets and posts about him saying that he's been playing the best he ever has. Maybe he doesn't feel that way, but once again, Banana, Arya to hold on, but the Tech-9s will run him down, and it's going to be Lope. Oh my god, that is going to be able to get him down. Side off through the smoke there, going to find Virtus. Wicked just waiting to intercept. Fox here takes almost all of his Tech-9 bullets, finally kills him, picks up the FAMAS, and you got a 2-on-3 in a post-plant situation. Side off, and Davey still alive. Davey already in construction, and Cody kind of creeping around there. And that's going to be it.
Really well done by Downplay. Really capitalizing on affNity, just playing a little too lackadaisical in my opinion. Lots of SMGs bought up, and they don't seem very on point at probably this early in the morning. A lot of West Coast players in the server, so it's very early over there. Probably going to be making lots of mistakes, so I'm sure the play will clean up as the tournament's going. Is going to progress through, but now let's see what Downplay is doing. They're going into an anti-eco setup here with 2 players Banana, 1 alternate middle, and then 2 and just holding the middle push here. affNity has standard setup, 3 players towards A, 2 at B, but they're actually pushed out towards B, and they have that car smoked off, so that smoke's about to dissipate, and Downplay is about to go B.
Yeah, oh, that nade was big. Is there another one that's going to go into sandbags? That no armor is brutal, down to 19 HP, just with the 5-7. So Arya will peek, he's brought down. Jason R's got to retreat fast to try to get into sight. Maybe get an angle where he can get 1 more player. He'll move over to new box. And Virtus going to move up the spray down, and he will get him. So the players at B unable to do anything now. Side off rotating over along with Davey. More or less already in construction. Davey will get 1. He'll bring down Cody. Side off moving in. He's got to fight against that aim punch. And wow, actually with the P250, will bring down Lope. 3-on-3 right now. Will it be back-to-back eco wins? Side off picks up an AK, and I think with that, they're probably just going to save.
Yeah, affNity's definitely content with just based off of their positioning. They're just going for exit kills, trying to save this AK side off. Gonna move back. See Wonder Child trying to get it out of his hands, and he'll do just that and capitalize on the SMG $600 on top of it.
Oh, Fox. So
yeah, Fox could find Wicked here, and he does. Nice exit kills, and affNity played that eco pretty much as well as you could, besides defusing the bomb, but in terms of just how much damage they did to Downplay that round. Lots of guns gotten out of the hands, and saving out with an AK, or excuse me, with that rifle at the end there was a great job by Fox, just playing those exit kills like we were saying. So let's see how Downplay's response to this. This is going to be a gun round for both teams. affNity, one player with a 5-7, of course.
Barely, barely a gun round.
Yeah, but hey, the gun round's a gun round, even if it's FAMAS and 5-7s. So we see Downplay doing the same stuff, just spread out, running a default, 2 players, Banana working control, and then everyone else just holding their bases. And then we see affNity not doing anything special. It's just a 3-2 standard setup.
I almost kind of disagree with affNity buying here. I mean, they saved that FAMAS, and they kind of felt like, all right, we can buy behind this, but I mean, you got 2 FAMAS and a 5-7, limited nades, only a kit per site. I mean, it's tough, and if you don't win this, like, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to have to maybe even double eco, and that could give the terrorists like 4 or 5 rounds at that point. So, I mean, this is like kind of high risk, high reward, trying to keep the pressure on for affNity, but if they lose this, they could actually be in some trouble.
Yeah, they really could be. So we see the same stuff from Downplay. They have a great sense of what they need to do on at B. The execute coming in, but a Molotov coming in right at the entrance, doing massive damage. Good counter flash. We see everyone on the terrace blind, but they're coming in. Jason R goes down. They take down Aria. Side off on the rotate, just spamming through that smoke. Gets Cody right in the face. So let's see how Downplay plays this. They have a pretty good after plant positioning. 2 in Banana. Ooh, Lopez brought down to 8 HP. And Wicked playing in Banana with his buddy Z Wonderchild, and now affNity coming in. Just Fox not even looking at B or Banana, gets traded out. Z Wonderchild, Davey comes out, goes on the defuse, and
the player in dark.
And wow, just a pretty decent retake by affNity, but I don't agree. I think they needed to tap that bomb way quicker. So we see Downplay coming out on top, and as you mentioned, the economic damage is very apparent on the CT side. That gamble did not pay off, and Downplay, I just thought they did a good job there, playing patient. They got those smokes out of the B players. They kept smoking the entrance. They ran out of smokes. They gathered outside of the site and executed. That's exactly what you need to do on Banana or at B on Inferno. Especially when they're just giving you entire car control. So we see Fox playing in a pretty risky spot there, gets killed, and it looks like it was supposed to be kind of bait for them to come in. Cody spots Davey, and 40 bullets through one little window is not going to go very well if you're on the opposite end of that. So we see Downplay switching it up now. They're going towards A. They've gotten a few kills around the map, and they've decided to group up and go this way.
Yeah, the first time they've actually, I think, even shown their faces on the A site. It's been all Banana all day, and actually Aria's going to push down in 5-2. Will he find a third? Even at range, the 5-7 still quite deadly. Nade into pit, that's really going to hurt side off. Actually, maybe not as much as you would have thought. And from the pit, he's able to get one more, so still making it, you know, a little bit costly. And actually, let's see, 4 people died on round 3 for the terrorists, 3 in round 4, and 3 in round 5. So, I mean, the rounds have been somewhat costly, but on the cheaper T side, their money is actually still looking pretty solid. And here is affNity with their first, I would say their first true round here. So if they don't get round 6, things could spiral out of control.
It really could. So we see it, like you said, full gun buy, and let's see how affNity plays this. They're still very content with just giving up full Banana control, but Downplay just not even looking towards B now. They've just completely switched it up. They went through and, man, great Molotov at Boiler, and that entire Hall's aggression is completely thwarted. Nice nades coming in. They're all grouped up in this window room, so they're going to come through. Fox getting that isolation kill onto Lopez. No trade coming in for the terrorists, but they're out from Boiler, and they're out for blood.
Yeah, and falling back off of that, too. Not getting too greedy or going for a repeat there. Cody, though, gets one side off, immediately trades it out with the nade. Gets another as they cross through that small sliver of space. Davey will push out. He'll find Virtus, although Virtus did kill side off, but Davey going to find 2 people. Brings down ZW. Z-Dub. I'm going with Z-Dub.
Oh, that's good.
And 3 members of affNity will survive, so that means CT is actually getting some profit on the round.
Yeah, well done by affNity. I mean, excuse me. They really stop that aggression by Downplay. They played perfect positioning to where they heard just, you know, the thunder feet of them going from alternate through that halls into the boiler, and then just great Molotov play by them to stop it. So we see Downplay, you know, the economic damage is real. Z Wonderchild picked up an AK, but everyone else is pistoled up, and they're actually playing aggressive out B. And oh, they fall back just when the pop flash comes in. Jason rounds that corner. Arya throwing down smokes, but it's just too late. They're already in. Lopez gets that entry. Wicked picks up Arya, and affNity, just bad timing. And now we see Downplay getting that bomb down. Side off already rotated in construction, but the rotate from Fox through Banana kind of late here. So the timing's not great on this retake. We need to see affNity play a little bit patient here and group up, but man, there's lots of grenades. We see Lopez throwing a Molotov at the entrance of B. That's gonna delay him. So this has to be a save situation.
Yeah. Davey is gonna be able to scurry away. Oh no, just kidding. I thought he went down because I glanced up at the kill feed. But there's Fox that's gonna fall as he moves up. Davey able to scurry off with 10 HP towards the A site, and well, I guess it is worth mentioning, since we kind of just hopped into the start of this game, that veto phase that went down. So Downplay banned Cobble, affNity took out Train, and Downplay picked Inferno, knowing that they'd have to start on the T side and clearly prepared for it. I mean, already 5 rounds. Their work is basically done, but they're not quitting yet. They can easily get more than this.
No doubt about it, and they're doing a great job, you know, just winning the key rounds that they need to. They just hard reset affNity's money, and now we see some desperation out of them. 4 players towards B. It's a save, so we see them pushing down. Fox gets killed. Jason gets killed. Davey gets killed. Oh my goodness, they just one by one. Just very bad timing by them. So we see Downplay getting all those kills, and oh, I missed that.
Oh my gosh! All right, so Wicked was an alternate out there on the balcony, looking into the window room, and he was falling off. And you do have that falling accuracy in this game for some reason, and he just one tap through the window.
Oh my goodness!
And no head armor on the CTs because they're kind of skimping to buy. So,
right.
Thus the one tap with the silence cult.
So Downplay just doing a great job. This is very hard for affNity. They're gonna need to really gather their money here and you know, just win out some rounds as cleanly as possible. So they're on the hunt for Arya. Arya picks up 1, but there's just too many players to too close to each other. Good job by Downplay to just stick together and make it almost impossible to you know, give Arya a bunch of one-on-ones. So we see affNity in a tough spot. They're buying up rifles. Downplay doing a great job of just giving a lot of variety and strategy. We saw before, and we mentioned it a little bit ago, that they completely focus on Banana, and then they just completely reverse the script and have gone A few times. So we just see them make a presence everywhere, and affNity just, they're not doing anything too special. They're playing as standard CT as possible, pretty much ready to give up Banana control as soon as the smoke goes away, and then they just fall back, which I don't think is enough. I think we need to see them stray away from that from this smoke play and smoke maybe the bottom of Banana and just absolutely and just deny Banana outright, because as soon as the smoke goes, we see Downplay that just, it's the same stuff. They're just waiting, they're gathering up. Here comes Cody. It's 4 players coming through. Arya behind this car can make a play, and oh man, missing a lot of bullets. Wonderchild just spams him right in the face. So we see a rotate coming in, Molotov delaying the entrance into B. They're gonna just throw smokes and stuff. Actually, this would be a great fake opportunity if they just throw all of their stuff and then dip right back to A. Could work out, but no, they're gonna be dedicated to B. Jason in that back right of the site. He's very cornered. Oh man, Molotov goes down as well, so he's gonna have to show himself, and Wonderchild gets an easy kill. Great play here by Downplay, just absolutely dominating affNity.
And Wicked gonna get side off there through the smoke as he was spamming tracers, kind of gave him away. And I mean, I liked your suggestion, like you force those rotations, now you can maybe hit that A site 4-on-2, but they've had so much success taking B, like why even bother? They've got their smokes down, I mean, covering off that spools and construction completely. You got CT smoked off. Just got to kill those site players, and now we do have Davey lurking around here on those terrace stairs. He's able to get 2, so doing some damage, but what's it really going to matter? This is going to be the second time that Downplay has got 3 rounds in a row, as just Cody will live, Fox and Davey to save some rifles. And even then, I mean, they can't really even afford to drop a gun.
No, this is a tough spot for him. I don't think they should force here. They should just be happy that they saved 2 rifles and see if and put these 2 rifles into play. I honestly would like to see a smoke bottom banana, push those 2 rifles out, see if they can get kills, give those guns to their saving teammates, and maybe just one player in pit would be my perfect call for them.
Yeah, I mean, and also, if you throw that base of banana smoke there from that CT spawn, you can initially, push 2 people down banana, and I mean, depending on how it goes, either leave them there or, pull one back, and then you'll have 4 at A. And this team's been sitting in banana all game, like with the numbers of 4 people, maybe just push down middle and try to pinch them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you run the risk of your B player falling, and then they just go B, but...
I just think, all in all, affNity is playing too passive, and because they've been just doing all these gamble buys, they don't have a lot of, they haven't had a lot of gun rounds to play with, nor have they had a lot of nades to work with.
Yeah.
So, it's just kind of, they're getting the punishment they deserve for doing those gamble buys and not having it come out. So Downplay just doing everything right on Terra side, all things considering. I mean, like we said, we broke down how affNity has been playing banana, and Downplay is just doing it perfect. They just wait out that smoke, and it's just a smoke execute B, and you need to deny that from them, especially from how much they've shown they're very prone to going towards B, and affNity has made 0 adjustments about it.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing you really need to lock down B in a passive setup is 2 smokes and 2 Molotovs, and that right there is like blocking off B for 30 seconds, right? If you use those all one by one, or even if they charge through that smoke, you can drop the, I guess, incendiary in this case, so they can't get into sight, or if they do, they're taking a ton of damage while probably getting spammed through one of the players that's going to rotate up in CT. I mean, and the hold is just not there. And I think it all really does come down to that 3rd round. That shattered their economy, and they're honestly still paying the price.
Yep, so we're in a pause. I'm not exactly sure
Arya
why.
had to go do something, is the word on the street. But who knows what. He had to go wake up, maybe.
Yeah, he does have a child, so I'm sure he probably has to do something. So, as we wait, we can just continue to spitball what affNity needs to do right. I mean,
Virtus picks up an op. You don't generally see an op on T-side Inferno.
well, he is an absolutely amazing opper, so that doesn't surprise me at all. He's a really big playmaker with it. I'd compare his style a lot to Guardian, where he can walk, pick angles really well, and then when it comes down to just those wild moments where he's unscoped and has 2 or 3 people on his screen, he can just flick and decimate everyone. There's some really classic Dust 2 clips on YouTube of him. One of them in playoffs. So this guy's a performer, especially on the big stage.
All right, and well, I mean, we can look at some of the stats here for Downplay, I guess. I mean, just to talk about their Inferno, it's they do have 3 bans on it. I'm assuming, I guess, in the other MSI ESWC qualifier we might have had. I think they banned it there 3 times, and we're still forced to play it twice, and Downplay won Inferno 2-0. Or, sorry, they won Inferno twice, playing it 2 times. Whereas affNity, they've also played it twice, splitting it 1-1, have banned it 5 times and picked it once. So, I mean, it seems like, looking at a team like affNity with kind of the name that they've made for themselves recently, and the fact that, of course they've played Inferno, right? And both teams banning it quite heavily, that they would have this much trouble on their CT side.
Yeah, I just think it's the fact that they just started so bad, and you said it before, just that bad buy at the 3rd round, and they're paying for it big time. So There needs to be adjustments in the gun round, and this is a decent opportunity for them because they saved 2 guns to really just do something different from just their standard play. And hopefully they kind of get it, kind of like jump starts this defense. So we're unpaused. Enough theory crafting of affNity defense. So let's see what they do. They're putting 4 towards B. Fox alone in middle. Looks like he's just gonna pre-nade mid and fall back, and then the aggression's gonna be towards that B side. See if they can get a gun, and Davey does just that. Lopez looking away. Jasonar gets another. Virtus with that op, no scope right into Arya's grill. They're pushing through. He picks up another one. Insane frag. But Cody lurking in a hall, so we could see a Fox Cody fight here. Side off pushed up all the way at the bottom middle. Davey with him, so they've set up a little bit of a perimeter here. I'm really curious why Fox hasn't pushed up and helped his teammates, because they're just so far away, and pretty much that's what happens. Comes in with the flank, gets side off right in the head. Davey answers back. Cody coming in, clearing out the bomb, and Fox still in pit. That guy is not moving.
No, he is not. Let's see how sly he will be here and live up to his name, or at least his logo. And there he goes. He'll take 1. He was spotted, though, so the jig is up. That silencer not going to keep him concealed any longer, so it'll be just a one-on-one battle here between Cody, and it's going to happen around this pesky truck. And Fox will get the best of it.
Wow.
Gonna get the headshot there onto Cody, and there it is. I mean, even with just pistols and no armor, with a couple rifles, they get aggressive down Banana, and it pays off. They will win that round, and that'll finally get their economy in a position where they can actually do something with it. There's the smokes, the incendiaries, an op coming out for Arya as well. And, well, maybe now we'll finally see affNity start to mount that comeback.
And let's see if there's any adjustments now that it's a gun round. So Arya does have an op. It's probably the biggest one. He's pushed out. He's looking for Virtus, and both missed the exchange. And they're falling back. Virtus goes back to mid. Arya recedes back into the site. Downplay, though, already pushed up through boiler. They're at the car. Fox smoke comes in. Davey gets a kill on that balcony. And now there's a smoke that Downplay has to run through, and oh man, affNity is just decimating them as they're coming through. Virtus with the kill, 2 kills on the round. Arya's flanked and cut off middle, so he's going to see Virtus here in a second. Oh, picks it up. Oh my goodness, this is a great opportunity for Virtus to get this bomb plant, because he's dipping back to B. Both affNity players at A, so I think as it times out, it should be. I'm switching back and forth. Flash comes in. Great timing on that flash. Jasonar is completely blind, and then gives Virtus that chance. And pretty good play by Jasonar. He throws a smoke down immediately, which you would normally want as a terrorist, but because Virtus has that op, it just eliminates his picking potential. So he's pushed up, finds one. Picks that up. That's a 4K. It's a one-on-one, folks. This is unbelievable play by Virtus. He's going for the ace, one-on-one, bomb planted for him. He's peeking out. Fox, it's a fake. And Virtus knows it. Oh, he just needs to honor the fact that he might not have had a defuse kit there. Needs to make sure that he's off it. Fox didn't make a single bit of noise and picks up that kill. So good play by him, denying the ace and downplay. Oh my gosh, Virtus doing big things, but affNity wins 2 in a row.
Yeah, that one, though, very costly, and that puts their money in a tight spot. So if Downplay is to take this, it's probably going to be a 2-for-1 scenario. But what a round there by Virtus. I mean, you already talked about him as a fantastic operator. He shows us his stuff there, and it was actually that smoke that was, trying to disrupt that long sight line of Virtus. There was a massive gap in it that allowed Virtus to pick up his 4th kill. Even though he was partially blind, it still wasn't enough. And here we go, the banana controller going to push through that smoke, and wow, Jasonar and Davey are just right there, and they'll take down everybody immediately. So the Tech-9's not able to strike, and affNity, now they are in a comfortable spot to maybe just close out this half.
Yeah, they've won 3 in a row. Lots of momentum on their side. They've got plenty of rifle and weapon or utility to work throughout the map. Arya picking up that op. Gonna switch it up. Normally Arya plays B, but he's now opping A. Virtus has an op himself, so this is a full gun run for both squads. Fox barely making it across before Virtus was able to get set. So he's narrowly escaped the claws of him, and Downplay just doing their same default that we normally saw them before, where it's just fanned out, 2 players banana, 2 alt, Virtus in middle, just pivoting back and forth. So they have boiler control, they have banana control. Downplay can do whatever they want at this point and do it kind of safe, but actually bombs down all the way in the back of alternate middle, and there's no player for Downplay even close to it.
This is a weird setup here for affNity. They got both their players in B in dark. Wow, what a nice pop flash there into boiler. That'll fully blind Wicked. Fox moves in for the frag, relatively unscathed. And there they go. Downplay moving back to the end of alternate to scoop up that bomb. And I mean, given their track record, I can only assume take it B. And we will get to see how this plays out. You're not going to expect 2 players in the site this late into the round. So if Jason R goes down, it should allow Davey to have a pretty good position to disrupt them. And he is using that silence weapon, so that'll help even more.
So here comes Downplay coming into the site. Jason R goes down. Davey actually threw a smoke down, so they know where he is. Easy trade out. Too much of a cheeky play coming in from affNity. Virtus coming through. Oh, tries to go for that no scope, and Arya punishes him for it with the 5-7. So the retake, 2-on-2. And oh my gosh, side off gets the headshot. Downplay threw this round away. They could have easily won this. And oh, looks like Lopez, I don't think he even got to play a part of that round. I'm not entirely sure. It looks like he's disconnected. So maybe it wasn't as much of a throwaway as I thought it was.
Yeah.
affNity gets the retake. Well done by side off, getting that final kill, getting the defuse. Arya, great spawn in middle with that op, so you better believe he's gonna take that and do something with it. You can already tell he's even got the angle up. He's gonna go as quickly as he can. And Downplay getting that bomb down, very skimpy buy, but they're still able to do it. They have rifles on everybody, and same default from them. 2 players for affNity going towards B, standard all around. So let's see how this plays out. Looks like Arya actually didn't even go for that pick mid. He went straight for halls. So he's posted up there. Cody checking out bedrooms. Let's see if they meet each other.
Ooh, Davey.
On that side of the area. Davey getting brought down to 8 HP. Looks like he got naded
He got spammed.
Yeah, Fox picks up Cody. That's the guy in boiler. So there goes all of the halls control from Downplay. Let's see how they react from that. Looks like they're just gonna go right back to their standard stuff where they go B when the smoke goes off.
They switch out the B players though, because Davey was so low. They'll move him to hold Arch, and 2 full health players at B now. Side off rotating over.
Great adjustment by them. Good job noticing that as well, my friend. And Downplay, they're just grouped up B. They have a player in Wicked walking up middle. Looks like he's just gonna try to lurk it out. Fox actually on top of the roof, able to spot him. Wicked didn't even look for that. So free kill for affNity. 3 players trying to execute into B right now. They're in through water, but the rotate's coming in. Jason R picks one off himself, picks 2 off. Davey comes in through the smoke, 8 HP. Headshot Z, Wonderchild, and man, affNity finally gaining some momentum.
Yeah, and that puts Downplay's money. I mean, basically Tech 9 armor position. They obviously could go Galil armor if they wanted to, but sometimes you gotta wonder. Okay, they'll add a P90 into the mix here from Cody, and of course that can still be pretty terrifying. And you know, you can keep that out and stay keeping up with your Tech 9 players, and maybe just deathball your way into a site. Looks like, of course, they'll start things off in banana. Early nade down from both Jason and Davey, and they will fall back, and that's huge. Look how much damage they have done already to these 3 players. Now Lopez coming into the site. He is going to be able to bring down Davey. And actually, not playing in the site, back towards construction. Now Jason R having to come through, and they've done so much damage, but are they actually even going to find a frag? Yeah, Jason R finally gets 1 there. Cody planting the bomb on the backside of that fountain. He is that P90 player. His spot 1 in construction, so 4-on-4 Arya working his way through that smoke. He just passed somebody, though. There is a player at car, and that's Virtus, and this is going to be deadly. He's full blind, but here he can strike. He's going to be able to find them both, and that puts it to a 1-on-1. Side off. Bomb is actually Yeah, if he gets this smoke down planted pretty much in his favor, we'll see what Virtus can do. Going to be spamming with that Tech 9, and, well, there you go. Headshot and Downplay started off really hot. Hit a bit of a bumpy road there when affNity finally got their money situated. But they will win the half 8-7 on the T side.
Yeah, and I don't know, kind of a cop-out diffused by affNity there. I felt like Lopez was really low HP. I'm not exactly sure if that was communicated, but still, just to smoke yourself off and try to defuse with a guy who has a Tech 9 and can just run around and spam through it, I think you should try to take that gunfight if I were him. So, didn't play out that way, though. Downplay winning the half on offense on Inferno versus a team that's a very considerate favorite, I think, in everyone's eyes, as this is a team that's in multiple professional divisions, and the other team is, I'm not even sure if they have any spots in any leagues. I think this is just kind of friends playing together. So we'll see how affNity answers. I mean, they did a great job. They won how many? 5 of the last 6. So they're going in second half with plenty of momentum. Second half starting right now. Everyone's readied up. Let's see how affNity will set up their pistol round and if Downplay can have any answers for it.
Yeah, and we saw, I mean, the first pistol round, it was basically all people towards Banana for both sides. We'll see if Downplay want to play heavy towards Banana also on their CT side to start things off, because that was really basically spent most of their time on the Terra side, going A like once or twice.
Yeah, so let's see what affNity brings. They're all going up T middle stairs, and nades coming in. They're expecting some aggression from Downplay, doing some decent damage to Lopez, but it's a very quick B rush.
Oh, is that it?
And
going to be
Wonderchild is the only player here. Molotov goes in on the entrance. They get him completely cornered, capitalize on him. He was hoping that Molotov would delay it so his teammates could rotate in, but affNity just went right through that. Lopez actually just running past the player and backhaul.
Oh, but still able to get one.
So Davey lets him come by, and actually his teammate pays for it. Lopez gets another one. Oh, man. Davey's probably going to regret that big time. If you've ever seen Davey play, he always goes for these like really cheeky, weird plays that sometimes don't make sense, and I think that was a case for that one. He let Lopez just run right by, and then his teammate got capped in the side of the head. So he was probably hoping that, you know, since that guy cleared out all of construction, that Downplay, or excuse me, Downplay, as they're retaking, were just going to be very lackadaisical on the retake when it came to through construction, and it just didn't work out. He got one kill and then was traded immediately by Lopez. Just did a 1-8.
Yeah, that was quite the flick shot.
So affNity coming back, going right for Banana, but there's a Molotov there. They have a smoke for spawn. A second Molotov comes in. Lopez gets Arios isolated on that cart. So we see affNity playing very, very loose, a little too loose in my opinion. And wow, that flashbang is actually pretty cool that Lopez threw. And now affNity going through the smoke, trying to find anything, and Downplay just winning every single gunfight. Jason R finally answers, gets 2. That eco went from completely bad to not too bad. So we'll see affNity probably buy up the situation. Yeah, so this is a nice little side of, you know, actually the complete opposite of what affNity did last half in the third round, where they went for a gamble buy on CT with no money to work with, where affNity got bombed down that first round, saved the second outright, and then they're able to buy up AK head armor, which makes a lot more sense on T. So we'll see them run their default, 1 player in Banana, 3 in alternate, 1 in the stairs.
Yeah, I'm actually getting a little concerned for affNity because, I mean, this side, it looks like they will be getting, well, I mean, they got the first 2. I guess with the bomb going down, affNity is able to get those rifles out a little bit early. But if they don't get this, it'll be Downplay in a great situation, you know, winning those first 3 rounds, a solid economy coming into the CT side. And, I mean, you see how big of a role that plays, right? At the time that affNity finally got their economy, their money all stabilized, they basically won out the half. It also came after Arya took a quick little pause, so maybe his child was just crying and he was on tilt for the first little bit, and then after that settled down, things turned around. So who knows what it could really attribute to, but I mean, Downplay, they do have 3 in a row right now if you count the last round of the first half, and this could make it 4.
No doubt about it. So we see Davey in boiler smoking off middle, and then there's also smokes towards the B side. So lots of action towards there, but no rotates coming in from Downplay. They're just holding it. Cody gets a nice kill on the Fox, but the play is in. Yeah, Virtus, oh my goodness, gets 2. Arya on the flank gets 1 himself, so that A aggression completely shut down Arya with that lurk kill coming up middle. 10 seconds to work with. Lopez holding a tight angle, and then Arya just thought about it, probably looked at the clock, and then just did a complete 180 right out of the gate. And Downplay winning the first gun round. affNity on that gamble buy doesn't work out again. So let's see. I don't know what you do if you're affNity here. It's looking very bad. Arya, the only one with the rifle, he needs to come up big in this round for him. And honestly, the strategy we saw from affNity, I would have liked to see them take it one step back from what they did. They went for a B fake, and then Davey was in boiler set up, and that's a great lurk position. I would have liked to see them just go for that B, have Davey just sit in boiler and pick off those rotates, but they just went, I think, a little too technical about it, and they tried to reroute back to A. So affNity on a full buyout again. Here's the gamble came in. They have head armor, tech 9s. They're all grouped up banana, and actually they have a CT cheating a little bit. Virtus is just itching to go help his teammates at banana side because they have Downplay has a really good position with Cody in the window room. So the smoke execute comes in. Lopez throws his counter flash, and let's see how it plays out.
Not very well for affNity, that's for sure. Wonderchild and Lopez coming in there and killing just about everybody. The Molotov from Fox found 1, and actually with the Tech 9 brings down ZW. So 3 on 2, but the retake is coming very fast and possibly quite furious. Cody dropping in a nade there into dark. That'll get Arya to move out more towards the open. That is the bomber down. 35 on the clock, but Fox all alone and gets shot there in the side of the leg as he does peek out. Kind of unaware his backside was exposed, but regardless, is Downplay taking another round, and affNity with that force up are in no position to buy in full. Probably just some Tech 9s, some upgraded pistols, and well, at this point, this will be 5 in a row if they don't get round 20. So with 3,400 bucks coming in, it'll be a solid round 21.
No doubt. So let's see how Downplay plays this out. Looks like Cody is pushed up into the window again, but affNity just going completely aggressive through middle, pop flashing through, and Cody finds one. Virtus on the back heel, trying to get some cover. Lopez on the rotate, helping his buddy out there, stopping that.
Whoa.
Gets 3, but Fox finds 2, gets Cody, picks up the gun, and then takes out Wicked. So we see everyone rotating. Virtus picks up that nice kill, and oh my goodness. Lopez coming in huge for his squad, gets 3 headshots while they're trying to basically catch Virtus off guard. I think that's pretty much what the game plan was. Isolate the op on one side. They assumed it was going to be an arch, is pretty much the assumed op position, and they were right. And Virtus was backpedaling, almost got caught. He got lowered to 50 HP. Lopez. Timely rotate. Virtus trying to do something aggressive alt middle, and man, affNity just had 3 eyes on it, so he gets taken out pretty quick. Wicked pushed up halls, see if he can do something with it. Nope,
Nice
side
double
off,
peek.
punishes with it. Yeah, great timing by both of those players, peeking that together. But Cody answers back, makes it 4. Davey set up. Arya picks up that op, gets 1 kill. Lopez gets 1 in sight, and affNity have the bomb site. ZW is on the rotate. No, he's just falling back too quickly of an A take for him. The afterplay positioning is just going to be too strong to deal with.
Yeah.
So he's just going to save that rifle.
And how crazy is that? I guess with Virtus peeking out into alternate and going down so quickly that brought an early rotator over. So it was actually affNity having to clear out 4 people from the A side of the map before they could take the site. And of course, it does just leave ZW all by himself there, trying to hold on to this Colt. But actually, it's going to be kind of important that he does, because I think Wicked may be dying a lot in this half. Only down to $100, but ZW will be able to drop for him. And yeah, with the money coming in, Cody will be the other. Actually, Lopez and Cody with, you know, about mid 4K. But I mean, it will be another rifle round for Downplay. So still a good shot. Virtus with an op. I think he'll be maybe a little more careful this time.
Yeah, he got punished big time. Pretty much the reason why Downplay lost that round, in my opinion. Just too many dominoes falling in the right spot for affNity when you give free kills like that. There's 2 of them on that alternate middle push side. So we see a passive setup from Downplay. Still an op in Virtus's hands though. So we'll see if he can come up big for him. And you know, I think Downplay doing a great job. They actually use one of the smokes from A towards the B side, so they're gonna have a great rotation of smokes for affNity to work with towards B. And Virtus is pretty much the money man in this situation. There's about to be a fight in Boiler, and he needs to get this pick.
Yeah. Davey, the one person working towards A. Bomb still back at the T stairs. Fox is throwing out the smoke towards left side of middle. Seedoff coming in through the tunnel there at mid. But the bomb is scooped up and it moves towards Banana. So 4 people loaded up in Banana. Davey's going to be that one lurker at top mid, making some noises, even trying to sell the fake. So he's the salesman this round. ZW and Lopez holding on to the B site still. They've got that smoke, so they're going to try to force the terrorists to push through it. Davey lurking around on Arch side will find Cody, and that should be all systems go for the terrorists, but they're pushing through that smoke right into a Molotov that they really just cannot see, and Lopez is going to find 2 of them.
Yeah, but Wonderchild is in new box. They don't see him. Takes out Aria. Lopez gets another one on Fox, and man, this B defense has been great for Downplay. And Davey gets that headshot, looking for Lopez. Lopez completes his 4K for the round, and man, Downplay just really turning heads. I mean, going into this match, I thought this was going to be an easy 2-0 for affNity, but looks like the early AM just not on the good side of affNity. None of these people are morning persons, apparently.
I don't think is any gamer unless you pull the all-nighter. Like,
I could be a morning person if it's tournament I'm excited about.
If I smell bacon and there's coffee already made, I can be a morning person.
True that.
But that is not my everyday at all. As, to be honest, Downplay looking exceptionally good. If this was your first time watching CS and seeing these teams, you'd think Downplay for sure were just the more skilled team. You know, they're the ones that look like they're playing with confidence, being aggressive, like crazy on their T side towards Banana, just completely running over affNity in the first half and here in the second. I mean, their holds have been on point, mainly because they started off with 5 rounds in a row. The economy was set up, and they had the smokes, the Molotovs, and the counter flashes to hold on to B in those early rounds.
So affNity, nice play there, going up, great trade position. They come out on top. That's pretty much what we need to see from them. Sideoff just doing work with this Tech 9, but hey, bombs down. Lopez has control of it too. Molotov in that porch, so they back him out completely, and Lopez is able to come back. So it looks like he's just gonna give him the bomb and sacrifice that for better positioning. He's in that boiler area, he's clearing out the hall, so it looks like he's just gonna flank behind him. Wonderchild is at arches, doesn't see anything on his left, but affNity doing a good job here, just staying close together, not doing anything too crazy. They pick up the bomb. Wonderchild gonna push through the smoke. Oh, doesn't get him, but Lopez in hall. Let's see if affNity even has a remotely any idea if he's there, but oh my goodness. Perfect plant to just completely avoid Lopez. affNity going for the very, very safe plant. And works out great for him. I probably would have liked to see Lopez just stay boiler and work with his teammate, but he sacrificed that to be in the Hall's position. Probably wondering if affNity was going to try to flank him from over there. But great response here. Aria with an op, and this is a save for Downplay. Just too many guns lost over the time. So it's going to be some aggressive stuff here. Smokes or Nate, or excuse me, HE's going down, and oh man,
the
there's
flank.
3 players looking at him. But the help from alternate middle comes in just in the nick of time, like Gandalf in the 2 towers, just coming in with an army, flanking them from behind, easy kills. affNity trying to mount a comeback here. They gotta win 6 in a row though.
Yeah, I mean they've started climbing the ladder. They've got, I guess, the first 3 rungs. They've got 3 rounds there. They're going to need obviously 6 more if they want to win. 5 if they think they can take it in OT. Downplay though here on an eco with, you know, good money, right? So they'll have a solid rifle round next, and if they can do some damage here, that will be big as well. Davey gonna find 2. Fox there out pushing down a middle, but 2 on 2 AKs in the hands of these 2 CTs. They don't have any armor, though, but if they can hit those 1-taps... Oh, grenades and Molotovs going in everywhere. Fox able to get 1, but Molotov down, blocking the progress here of affNity. It's a 1-on-2 here for the Wonder Child, but he controls the bomb. He has what affNity wants, and to keep up with the Lord of the Rings, he's got the Precious.
The 1 bomb to rule them all. And lineup
about the
was
lineup.
real. And he just didn't click.
I thought that was about to be the 2-for-1 AK. Is that even possible?
Goodness. If the
If the
second
person's really
guy's
low,
enough.
yeah.
Yeah. Not through the head. Maybe we were talking about this SG a little bit. You might be able to do it if it. He said it ignores all the armor.
Yeah, it ignores armor completely. It might do it. I will go into the lab later, and I will discover this. With
Yes, dude.
bots, I guess. I actually don't know how I'm going to do that.
Some sports science stuff. So we see Downplay pushing out. Lopez, just gets capped immediately. Being a little bit too aggressive there. And gives affNity an easy early pick. Jason R, very smooth headshot. Virtus on that rotate with an op. So he's moving around.
Oh, what a
Wonder
peek for
Child
CW.
answers right back. Crazy.
Great play. All caps, all chat. He's mad. I would be as well.
So we see affNity grouping up top mid. Only 1 player towards B. Virtus very choked up towards spawn in case anything happens towards B. But the action definitely towards A. He gets smoked off. So now that they're able to wrap on these players. So we need to see Cody come up big here. Wicked gets Molotov'd out. He has 3 players on pit to work with. Cody looks to the left, picks up 1, looking for another. Oh, not able to pull out his pistol fast enough. So there's a player still in pit. affNity completely surrounded here. Rotate from the B player, finally getting close to Virtus. So we'll see them come in. Ari needs to hit some shots, misses 2, pulls out a Tech 9. See if he can pick something up, and just not enough. affNity gets swarmed, and Downplay get the 15th round.
Yeah, I mean, that was an impossible post-plant scenario. You still had a player in pit, never able to clear it. You're stuck in the site, 2v3. And I feel like Davey was a player that was coming up arch. He got into enemy territory pretty quickly, was moving into library to intercept the rotator from B. In this case, it was Virtus. And I swear, like before I switched the camera back over to the kills in A, Virtus, I thought was about to get caught with his knife out, but somehow he must have pulled out that op and either quick-scoped or no-scoped because he brought down Davey. And you know, if Davey finds that kill, they probably would have won the round, or at least had an actual shot at it in the post plant.
And now we see affNity taking over pretty much all parts of the map. They're very spread out. Jason doesn't even have a partner with him. He's taking it in all by himself. So we see them grouped up in halls. They're gonna work that halls control as well. Probably set Davey in a somewhat of a lurk position. Just get him in a position. Jason caps Lopez again, just punishing him. He's pissed about that last round. So he answers back. Looks like affNity has rerouted right back to that banana area. Davey still just lurking around Boiler, making tons of noise, getting some counter grenades out of the CT's hands. And they're making tons of noise at A, just all over the place. It's a fake for sure, but there's no rotate coming in from the CTs as, you know, they're just going to leave Wonder Child to do what he can. And Wonder Child picks up 1. Can he get in the site just in time? Molotov into the entrance as well, but Sideoff pushes through as well as Aria. And now they have bomb site control. That Molotov just not coming out quick enough. So Downplay on the rotate. We see him already coming up from from Banana here. Molotov goes in the back right. Gonna make that terrorist move, and here we go. Wicked not able to pick up that kill. Virtus with an op, just impossible to do this if you have an op and not enough time. So he's gonna get out of there.
Cody.
Lots of jarring back and forth. And MM1, Virtus needs to save this op, and affNity is on the hunt.
MM1, that's an acronym that CSGO only players will probably not understand.
Message mode 1.
I don't know if that still like exists in console. I guess it probably does.
Yeah, I always just press Y.
Yeah, I haven't had many binds in a long time. In between, I guess, like team chat and all chat. But either way, Downplay gonna hit it to match point right now. Or rather, have been there. affNity gonna keep it together with that bomb explosion in that last round. So now they're trailing by 3. Puts Downplay with the op for Virtus that he was able to save, along with 5-7s. Cody, the only one to not buy anything.
So let's see, Z Wonderchild pushing through the smoke in the wrong direction. He looks like he's gonna super flank him from Hall. affNity have whole Hall's control, or excuse me, site control. And Davey in the window room, and Oz just timing is off. He's not going to be able to spot this. So we see Z Wonderchild on the flank here. Gets Davey caught, and now, oh my goodness, 4-on-3 retake. Picks up that AK, takes down Fox. It's a 2-on-4. Nade just barely mistimed. Arya takes down Graveyard. Sight off in the back right, and Lopez gets that kill. And the defuse. GG's sent by everyone, and man, affNity needs to come back. Luckily, it's a best of 3, so they're still in it. They got the wake-up call. They got punched right in the gut, and they need to come back.
Yeah, that is pretty nuts. I mean, Downplay looked pretty solid. The aim was obviously there from everybody. ZW had some crazy flanks time and time again. Lopez, some ridiculous flick shots when he was, going and taking that B site or coming up middle. I remember got one arch flicked, got one towards the porch side, and Virtus also with that op going off. 28 kills apiece for both Lopez and Virtus, so absolutely nuts. And looking at affNity, I mean, Fox and Davey side off, all with 20 kills. Just were never able to get it together. And I don't know, I really think it all comes down to that third round where affNity bought up so forcefully just because they saved one FAMAS. And then, they lost it, and the first half fell apart for pretty much the majority of the first half.
Yeah, I think so as well. On CT, it's all about managing your money and getting enough utility where you can really stop the terrorists. And they opted to not go for utility and just go for straight aim map, which kind of degrades, professionals' play, in my opinion. If you're in the pros, you got to, side with your experience and your technical play. And when you just play dumbed down CS, the underdog can definitely get their fingers into the get a good grasp of the match, is what I'm saying. So
yeah, for sure.
So affNity, just going down 0-1 to Downplay. So I can't wait for this next match to start.
Yeah, guys, and what we'll do, we'll take a real quick break before we head into map 2, which actually, let me show you guys the videos, because we didn't actually get to see those when we started. So Inferno was Downplay's pick that we see there. They banned out Cobble. affNity took out the new map, or the new remodel of Train, and they picked up Dust 2, where affNity is 4-1 on Dust 2. They've picked it 3 times. They've beat some of the top NA teams on this map, so I would expect this to go for the 3 maps. I think affNity will take Dust 2, although seeing what Downplay was able to put up in Inferno, wouldn't be completely surprised if they took it 2-0. But I think if that's the case, I would be a bit disappointed in affNity's play. And third map, of course, randomized. They're going to be Cash. But we'll get to that in a moment, guys. Quick break, and we will return here on mlg.tv/playcevo with the MSI IBP qualifiers.